It's working now. There's a card in there, Emma. Amazing, isn't it?
What do you want my attention for right now? Ooh, it's an Amazon box.
We got another Amazon parcel. What's in the Amazon parcel, Emma?
Burning material.
Yeah, but what else is in there?
Paper.
What else? What did we buy?
Some colourful things.
Oh, look.
What's they for, Anthony?
Polishing kit. Why do we need a polishing kit, Emma?
Why do you want to polish shit?
No, polishing kit.
Oh.
Yeah, some Muppet managed to scratch.
There's other words.
Scratch all our paintwork yesterday. I think last week. I think you filmed it for him last week, didn't you?
I did film it. I was disgusted.
Have a look at this.
Look what this plonker did to our boat. If you'd have asked me before he got it out and used it, I'd have said, I don't think so, it's a bad idea that. Apparently, according to my dad when I was a kid, I did the similar thing on his car and he was very happy that I was trying to help him wash the car. But yeah, a similar result. So now he's got to polish it. But it's been raining, so he hasn't polished it yet, so it still looks a mess.
So yeah, last
What not to clean the boat with?
Yeah, last week I asked for recommendations what to clean the boat with
You didn't
it was
wait for them.
all stubborn stains. No, I didn't wait, and
No.
I just cleaned the other side myself.
Wait till Fiona sees this. This is what he cleaned the boat with.
We got all stubborn tree sap and everything. It weren't coming off
You
with
the boat in the wrong place.
with the sponge. So I thought I'd be all right with that. And it looked absolutely fine when it was wet, and then when it dried the next day, I was like, oh dear, what have I done? So, yeah, today's job is give it a bit of a polish. It needed one anyway, but we just got to hope all the scratches come out. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Should do.
Please comment, Fiona, and give them your true opinion. of this behaviour.
Hang on, you're ripping me, but
I wouldn't do that.
didn't you say you've already done it? On
No,
your dad's car or something?
Oh, that was
you see?
I was a child. You're meant to be a grown adult.
yeah, but compared to you, everybody's a child because you're old. Abuse. See?
Sorry.
So if you like that. So yeah, I suppose better go and give it a polish and see if we can get rid of these.
You had a
scratches.
polish as well. Now you've shaved it.
Oh dear. Before I can polish the boat, we got to get the boat turned around. We're turning round because we need some water, and the water point ahead of us is too close to London for my liking. We like it in the middle of nowhere. So we're going to turn around, use the one behind us, and give us a couple more weeks out in the sticks, because we're not quite ready to go to London just yet. While we're turning the boat around, I thought it'd be a good idea to get the drone out and show you guys how we do it. And also, it gives the good lady a turn at the controls, much to her disgust. Don't worry though, I didn't let her turn it around. We've got enough scratches on the boat already.
It's left me in charge on the back of the boat. It's always a bit of a worry. And I'm not very good at multitasking, so this is going to be a very short video. Just to show that I do sometimes do it, but I do get nervous because I'm going to hit something. I don't go very fast, I'm a little bit like Miss Daisy. But if you don't go fast and I hit something, it ain't going to hurt.
Which way are we going, Emma?
That way.
That way. So we're about to turn round. So I thought I'd show you how we turn the boat round. Sometimes, if you're lucky, this one's quite big actually. You can do a nice 3-point turn, but sometimes it's a 27,362 point turn.
I've never tried to turn it round. I think I did once actually. I got far too flustered and I stopped that malarkey.
Where's that camera point?
Not at your head.
There we go. You'll have to excuse the apprentice camera.
I'm going back in the kitchen if you don't leave me alone. You've dragged me out of the kitchen.
To turn it round then, you have to use a bit of reverse, and you don't actually get that much steering in reverse. What you do get though is prop walk. Do you know what prop walk is, Emma?
Prop walk? I've never heard that.
So when you put it in reverse, the front of the boat will turn one way or the other, and that depends, how much it turns depends more or less on how big your prop is and which way it turns.
How big's your prop?
Depends on which hand your prop is. My prop's a big prop.
It's not as big as Bill's. He's got a lovely big brass one, hasn't he?
So yeah, it's a brass as well. So yeah, you use the prop walk to your advantage. So I know that when I put it in reverse, the front end or the bow goes to the right or starboard, whatever you want to call it. So I use
do the starboard, like that motion, like jazz hands.
So I always, if I can, turn to the right. So, this is where we can turn our boat around then. Depending on what you read or who you listen to, it's either called a winding hole or a winding hole. People say it's called a winding hole because the wind can help you turn your boat around depending on which way it's blowing. Some people say it's called a winding hole because you wind the boat around. I just call it the wide bit, or Emma calls it the turny space. From the ground it looks like we've got acres of space to turn around here, but as you can see from above near the top of your screen, it's pretty shallow and it's quite easy to get stuck on the bank, as we have done a couple of times. If you're on your own, it can be a bit of a pain to get back off again, but if you've got some crew on board, it's not too bad. You can normally push yourself off with the poles, or if that fails, you just wait for the next boat and get them to tow you off. Because we're 70 foot, which is more or less about as long as you can get on the UK canals, give or take a couple of foot, we can't turn round in all the wide bits, so we have to double check on the map to make sure it's capable of turning a 70 foot boat. Sometimes you have to travel 5 miles just to find a place to turn round. It's not like driving a car. You can't just put your foot on the brake and stop and put it in reverse. It takes time to change from going one direction to the other, so you have to just get used to it and preempt when you need to change gear.
I have to say, Anthony, you're rather good at this.
I'm alright, aren't I?
What am I good at?
Cooking.
Okay, good.
Amongst other things, but we can't say those on camera.
Anthony, your grandma watches this. You're very good at rubbing my feet as well.
Say again?
You're very good at rubbing my feet. I tell you what he excels at. He excels at irritating the shit out of me.
They say do what you do best, and I seem to do a good job of it.
Yeah.
So why break the habit of a
What does grandma say? You'd make a saint swear? No. Yeah. Two saints swear, yeah. Yeah, he would.
I suppose I better get us moored up and bring the drone down, haven't I?
Oh, yeah.
Should we wait?
I forgot about that. I can't see it. A waving hello drone.
Yes, man.
It's too bright. I can't look up. So tell them what I've been doing.
Yeah, go for it.
So, first of all, we had crumpets for breakfast.
Why did we have crumpets for breakfast, Emma? We have got a right old feast this week, haven't we
18
now?
crumpets, 8 bread buns.
Fingers in the way, look.
Oh, 18 crumpets, 8 bread buns, a loaf of bread, Coke, orange juice, chocolate cake that I've made,
Sausage rolls
for later.
Why have we got all that?
Because Morgan and Johnny were meant to be coming, but
Your niece, isn't it?
But they've got a dog who's a male and he's intact, and Domino has just come into season, and Anthony said I'm not allowed to keep the puppies.
We haven't got room for puppies.
I'll make room, I'll get rid of your shit.
You won't put them in the engine room. That's where all my shit is.
Yeah, so I've been productive this morning.
Need to get this rope over, look.
I've been making things. I've made chocolate cake. I've potted, I've tidied up, put the washing machine on. I've been very busy. Prepped dinner because I'm making bean burgers, chopped his chips up because he's having chips and I'm having salad with my burger. That's what we were having tonight with Johnny and Morgan, but we're not now, so Anthony's got to eat 8 burgers. Not a problem.
You don't worry yourself, love. I'll moor the boat up and get the drone down while you're standing there having a
I'll help. Shall I help you now?
Once I got the drone down, it was just a couple of hours cruise and a few locks back to the water point. Looks like it was a lovely day, and it was, to be fair, but we had to wait a few hours before we could take the drone up because it was dead foggy in the morning and you lot wouldn't have seen a thing else. Just one more lock and then we can get the boat moored up and I can get set on polishing it. At this next lock we've got a few gongoozlers. Gongoozlers are what us boaters call you landlubbers that like to stand and watch us. Not sure whether the camera picks it up out here, but as you can see I left a little bit of a mess behind. I think there's a few patches on the roof as well somewhere. You see it better when the sun's on it, but you can't really polish it in the direct sun. So, I don't know. See if I can get rid of these marks anyway. I ain't going to be doing it again, that's for sure. As it happens, we were going to paint the boat this year anyway. I don't know. I always say to people we're going to paint the boat, and they say, "Oh, I don't need painting, it looks alright," but it's not. It's good from afar, but far from good. Like every time I clean it, I see new bits. Look, mainly around the chimneys where like the hot ash falls on it, and then around the exhaust where we used to have a bit of hot oil dripping on it, and then where the fender rope hangs on the sides, we've got a bit. So yeah, it was going to get a bit of love this year with some paint anyway. So even if it didn't polish out, it weren't the end of the world. But I'll polish it now because we won't be painting it till the weather's better. Definitely see where I've been now. I don't know whether, can you see this line here on the paint? That's where the scratches started from. And you can see, look, just after the porthole, it's clear. I've just looked at it and I've been using wax, not polish, so I'm going to pop off and get some polish, and hopefully the results will be even better. Just going to see what I can find. Just been down Alfred's End, picked me up some polish this time, not wax. The Maguire stuff. There's nothing on the back that says it's got any nasty chemicals in, so it should be alright. It's not actually going in the water anyway, it's just polishing the paint. So let's see how we get on with this, shall we? Hopefully, it does the job. Well, there we are then, folks. That certainly looks a lot better than it did before. I think I started in between these two portholes somewhere. You can't tell now. All nice and shiny. It's not perfect, but it's a damn sight better than it was, and it'll do for now. Hello, Sophie. Because it's only got to get flatted back at some point this year before we paint it. So I saved it, Emma. The paintwork. It is okay.
I wonder what you saved then. Yes, yeah.
I sit editing the videos and then we film these little snippets to put in, and Emma doesn't know what I'm on about half the time. I know what we're talking about.
I'm glad somebody does.
Good job I saved it, else I'd have been in trouble, wouldn't I?
Just living with you, love. I'm used to it now.
Anyway, we've got two things for them.
Two things?
Two things, yeah. What date is it, Emma?
It's the 1st of March.
It's the 1st! So, let's...
St. David's Day, I think.
Is it?
I think so.
I don't know, I'll find out in a minute when we turn the page. Let's have a look, see what we've got today, shall we?
Are you steady?
Drum roll, please. Actually, don't, because you get the dogs excited, yeah. What have we got today?
Pussycat. Hello, new pussycat.
New pussycat.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's your poo, pussycat?
Where's the poo? He's assumed the position, but there is no poo.
No, but he's on a lead, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, who puts a cat on a lead?
I think some people do, you know. I've seen it. Shush, Sophie.
I'm a little bit disappointed you can't see the poo.
That's all right.
No mention of St. David's Day on there, though. It might be there, it just might not be listed.
Well, according to Google, it's St. David's Day and it's Share a Smile Day. Smile.
She's always.
That looks like a grimace.
She's always bloody bright, ain't you?
It's just my natural charm.
When are you going to unleash that on me? Anyway, only one more thing. Joke of the day. I suppose it could be.
It's the highlight of my week.
It's gonna be paint related, isn't it? This one's a double whammy because it's paint related and boat related. Did you hear about the 2 cargo ships that crashed? One was carrying red paint, and one was carrying blue paint. Apparently there was no casualties, but some of the crew were marooned. On that note, see you later. Goodbye, folks. You liked that one, didn't you?